Hello, I'm Dimitris Dourakis, and with this tutorial we're going to learn how to create an exam with Respondus 4.0 to use with Blackboard or Moodle. The first thing we have to do is, when we run the program, to select as current personality Blackboard. In order to export this exam, do not use any of the other personalities, even if you're going to use this exam on Moodle. So select Blackboard. Then we're going to choose Create a new Respondus file, and we're going to type the name of the exam. Here we can type a brief description, and we click OK. After a while, the program will create our exam form. So from here we can have a wide range of choices about our exam, but we're going to stick with multiple choice questions. So we're going to type the title of the question. This is for our reference and it will not appear on the test. It's just for us to know what the question is about. In here, we're going to type the question wording. This is what the students will see as the question. Here we have the options for the answers, so we're going to write down our distractors. By scrolling down, we have the option of selecting the correct answer. So in this case I will select A. We can change the point values for the question in case we want a question to have more points than another one. And as soon as we are ready, we can add it at the end of the list. One point is that if we want the distractors to be randomly presented to the students, then we click here, Randomize Answers. Then by clicking here, I add my question to the list. Now I can start with a new question, or I can right-click my previous question and choose Use as basis for a new item. So this will copy my question again. Here I will change the name of the question, and I can type in my second question. Once more, I choose the right answer and I add it at the end of my list. Continuing like that, I can add as many questions as I want and prepare my test. Now I have added the questions to my quiz, and I want to show you how to work with the different questions that you have. By going to the question list and right-clicking, we have a wide range of choices. I can preview the questions. I can choose any question for editing. So I'll bring it back here and I can change anything I want. I can delete the question, or I can change the question order. I'll get the first question to become number 3. If I have a large number of questions and this area here limits me, I can click on Expanded View and this will give me a larger window to work, and I can still do the same things here. So I can preview, edit, delete, change the question order, or use the question as a pattern, as a template to create another question. Once we finish with our exams, we can proceed to setting the options for our quiz. So I'll click here on Settings and on Availability. Here I have a box where I can write the instructions for the quiz. This is what will appear to the students once they start running the test. And I have several options. What I'm going to choose is forced completion. This means that the students have to complete the test on their first try. They will not be allowed to have the test multiple times. Then I'm going to set a time limit. And I'm going to click on Auto Submit when the time limit expires, which means that when the time limit arrives, the test will be submitted. The students do not have to click to submit it. It will be automatically submitted when the time expires. Here, I can choose when the test will be visible, and this can be also be done by Moodle or Blackboard. And if I click on Password Protect, I can have a password that must be given to the students in order to run the test. This is practical if you want to make sure that all students start the test at the same time. So by creating a password, they're unable to start the test before you send them the password and tell them to start. After that, we proceed to other settings. Here, I want to make sure that there are no feedback options. So I uncheck score per question. Otherwise, the students will receive their score, the number of correct and wrong answers they have after each question is submitted. And we don't want that in a test. Here we have the question presentation. So I can choose between showing all the questions at the same time or having one question per page of the test. So in this case, the students will have to go back and forward to see each question separately. This option here will prohibit them from going to a previous question. I click on Randomize Questions. So in this case, it means that each student will have a complete random order of the questions I posed, which will be individualized for every student. This means that no student will have the same order with another one. And last but not least, I can choose how the answer will be appearing. If they will have a number, a Roman number, or a letter. So I choose uppercase letters. Now that I'm finished with my quiz and my settings, I'll go on Preview and Publish. Here I can click on Preview the file, and I can see exactly what the students will see. So this is the first question, second one, the third, and once I'm satisfied, I go on to Publish, click on Publish Wizard, and here I want to check Save Pool to Local File for manual uploading. So by doing that, I click on Next. I want to choose Test with Points here, and then Save As. So from here, I choose where I want to save my file. I'm going to go to the desktop. This is my file name, and I'm going to save it. And with this, I'm finished. So now I have a file that I can use to import my test to Blackboard or to Moodle. Now we're going to see how to import my test created with Respondus 4.0 into my Blackboard course. So I'm going to select the course I want to import the test into. I will navigate to the 3 points here, click, and from here I'm going to choose Import Content. So again, I want to choose Import Content from my computer. And now I'm going to navigate and find my exam file. There it is. So here I see it's uploading. And once it's uploaded, I need to wait a while because it's going to be imported inside my course. It might take from a few seconds to half a minute. After which, I have my test appear here. So we see that the test is hidden from students. And by clicking here, I can change the visibility. Other than that, I'm going to click on the test. And here I can see my questions with the correct answer. And of course I can change the test settings in order to fine-tune my test. In order to import my exam into my Moodle course, I have to open up my Moodle course and then I navigate to the right upper side where I have this cog icon, which is the actions I can take. I click on here and I choose More. So on this page, I have to scroll down all the way down and I see the option Question Bank. Here I will choose Import. I choose from the file format Blackboard, and then I have to choose the file I want to import or drag and drop it here. So in our case, I'm going to find again the file. And upload it to Moodle. So now I'm going to click on Import. And after a while, I get the confirmation that the questions have been imported. And these are the questions that I imported. Now the questions are part of my question bank. So this means that whenever I create a quiz, I can use any one of these questions to add to my quiz. We will now learn how to import a test that was already prepared in Microsoft Word format into Respondus 4.0. The first thing we have to do is to make sure that the test is formatted in a very specific pattern. All the questions must have a number followed by a period, then a space, and then the question. After that, we need to write the answers with a letter, a period, a space, and then the answer. So here we have the question, what is your favorite color, and the answers that are formatted in A, B, C, and D. The correct answer is indicated by an asterisk before the letter indicating the right answer. So this is the first option we have. The second option is again to follow the same pattern for the questions and the answers. So all questions must have a number with a period, a space, and then the question, and the answers must have a letter with a period, a space, and the answer. The answers can be indicated by an answer sheet at the end of our test. We have to write answers exactly as it is written here, with a colon at the end of the word, and then we start writing the question number with a period, space, and the letter indicating the right answer. We can choose either the first or the second method, but not both at the same time. To import our test, we go to Respondus and we choose Import Question from a text file. Here we click on Type of File and choose Microsoft Word or the appropriate document type that we're using. And we're browsing to find our file. If we want to create a new document, we choose the test name. And then we click on Preview. After a short time of analyzing the questions, we'll see that the questions have been recognized and there are no warnings. So now we can click on Finish. And our new file is saved. So here we see our new test with the questions imported, and we can continue working as if we had typed these questions manually.